Gentlemen, welcome back to Zethythonix channel. Today we're building high grade after League Wing Gundam Zero. So a long time ago, I did build the Build Fighter series. It was Wing Gundam Zero Hono, I think. Oh, let's take a rewind. It was probably like 1 year ago. Wow, that is some good old memories. Anyways, that's not the point. So let's get started. So it's made in 2014. So it's a pretty long time ago. So we got some introduction. Then at the side here, we got some weapon detail, and then the actions. Not really much that exciting or very mind-blowing informations, but we will take a look at the runners first. So we got 3 packs, and then with an instruction manual. So the instruction manual is particularly small compared to normal HG ones. So we'll just quickly flick through it. And then here we got the introduction of the Wing Gundam Zero. It's all in Japanese, so I can't read it. And then we got the normal HG, detail, action, review, Nailbird mode, and then we got the introduction and the color guide. And nothing really special about it. It's just but it does kind of feel kind of weird because it's a very particularly small instruction menu. I haven't seen this kind of small menu for a long time. And then as you can see, we take a very quick look at the I actually opened up the runners pretty quick. It was just 3 packages. So first we look at the A2 runner. So it's the legs part, the wings part, the knees part, arms part, feet part, and then side skirt and arms joint, and the beam saber here as well. The E1 runner, it is the shield part of the shield, the antennas, the shoulders, and I believe it is the probably the rifle part. And here we got the B runner, we got the buster rifle, and then we got all the inner joints of the MS, basically torso, hands option, legs, and then shoulders part. All the inner joint is on the B runner. And then we got the A1 runner. We got the wings again, and then we got legs. We got, shields, and then we got the head as well. And then we got front skirt, waist part, and then some kind of side skirt as well. And then exactly the same like the A2. And then we got a D runner. This is the outside armor. So we got some wings part. We got some torsos, back skirt, shoulders, and even legs. And then we got some piece, hand option pieces here. And then lastly, we got a C runner. So this is the shoulders, the feet, and I believe is the torso part. And then we got some waist part, we got the head, and then we got the, I don't know which part is this part. I'm not sure. This part is probably the shield. And then we got a clear piece for the chest. We also got the beam sabers effect part. We got stickers, a lot of it, and it's particularly thin, so I have a little bit concerned about it. And then lastly, we got polycaps. And that's pretty much it. It's a pretty small gunpla, so it's not gonna have a lot of parts. Well, anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you guys at the review.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Tonight we gonna light it up. Just like the sunrise, we gonna light it up.
Hey guys, welcome back to the review of the Wing Gundam Zero. So this is the finishing of it. Couple things to say before I start the review. As a very small model, so as you can see, if you compare to the RX-78 or you compare to the large RGs like Sazabi or Mark II or Sinaju, this is a very small scale gunpla. And as you can see, that's the benefit. I think this gunpla goes both ways. It got some goods and got some, bads. So the goods is, for a very small scale gunpla, it actually got a lot of panel lining details. So if you flip up the wings inside, there's a lot of panel line details in there. So make sure you do those panel lining as well. But for such a small model like this, there's a problem is that a lot of parts on this model you actually have to repaint, and because the lack of color separation, and because it is such a small model, and Bandai will not give you extra what's that called, the extra runners for you to do the color separation. So a lot of part of it you have to do the color separation. For example, at the back wings here, as you can see this black here, I just used the Gundam marker to just repaint it. And overall though, I think the kit is pretty good, except I think there's a couple part that I don't like is the feet. Unfortunately, the feet is come with a fixed position, so when you do the nail bird mode, you have to use the colors, you have to use a separate piece to put it back on, and I think that's kind of annoying. So I mean, when I look at the feet, it's not that hard to make an extra joint there to let the feet fold, but unfortunately Bandai didn't do it. That's fine, it's okay, we still do with it. So now let's jump straight into the review. So first up, let's look at the head. So this time the head is a very simple construction. So it's just white piece, three white piece, and a red piece for the Gundam head, and then the antenna here. All the green parts on the head is a sticker. The head can move up and down, and then rotate it around, as well. It's not really that much to introduce. There's no expansion, there's no extension, there's no hidden gimmicks or something. It's just a very normal head like this. So let's take a look at the torso. So the torso here, we got three stickers. The big sticker at the middle under the green clear piece, and then there's the sticker at the side of the chest. So remember, there's some details on the torso, so remember to do those panel lining. And it's a ball joint at the middle, so able to go front and back. It's able to move 360, so you can do so. Doing this design is because for the model to easily transform to the nail bird mode. And the hidden part of this, so let me just take out one of the hands. Actually, let me remove the head. So there's a hidden detail in here. So if you flip this up, you can see there's the Gatling cannon. The Gatling cannon is in it. Not usually it's covered up by a white piece here, But if you take that off, you can see that detail in the torso. So I think that is a pretty good thing. Like they give you extra details. They didn't miss that part. I think that is a pretty good thing. Kind of feel like the hands were the part that doing the color separation the best. So first, the hand, there's a lot of hidden gimmicks. So there's a joint here. You can flip up and you can see the thrusters in there. The thrusters though is a bit hard to flip out. So you might want to borrow some tools. You know, you might want to borrow some tools. You know, for example, give yourself a clamp, and then you can see the thruster is popping out. The thruster, however, you do have to repaint it yourself. And then there's a small shoulder piece here that you can move. The arm can move 360, and then the arm can also move slightly to the front, and that's pretty much it. And it can bend up 180. That is a very easy movement right there. Hands rotating around. Unfortunately, we only get one pair of hands, so we don't have any other, you know, open hand, trigger hand, you know, whatever you name one. We don't have that. The hand can rotation very easily, and if it feels kind of sloppy, but it's actually quite stable. It feels a bit sloppy, but it's stable. And then we can look at the shoulders here. It's an individual piece. However, this part you need to recolor it yourself, so I just use the marker, you know, just fill up the spot. It's pretty easy. Just buy one marker. It's very cheap, 10 bucks, and then you can just review it yourself. And I actually think the torso and the shoulders were the part that they doing the color separation at their best, because, you know, the shoulders and the torso, they actually, you know, put a lot of effort to actually, you know, get some runners, do the color separation properly. And that's another part, is the shoulder is a individual part here, so you can move up and down, so you can transform it easily later during the transformation part, and I will show you later. So now let's talk about the waist part. So let me move up the hands. So the waist part here is a red piece, so the red piece here is can slightly move up, and it can move front and back as well, so you can choose the position you want. There's color, there's you need to repaint the waist part, because a lot of parts should be black, and I just used the marker to do it. The whole waist can go up to the front 90 degrees. The back skirt is fixed, so you can't do anything. However, the kicking angle of the model is very good, and then obviously there's no way to kick to the black. And then if we lift up, it can lift up 90 degrees. That is a very good articulation. And then the legs can bend about this much. It's not really that much. And then, you know, this part of the feet is a ball joint, so you can move to whatever position you want. The front of the tip of the legs can move as well. The back of the legs can be moved as well. As we can see the joint in here, and then we can just simply reattract it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And also the part that I like the most is they included the thrusters down on the feet. They did not just come with the mold and then let you repaint it. They actually give you a separate piece to, you know, for you to put it back on. And I really like that, and I really like the, you know, consider about the, you know, very small detail for the gunpla. And I actually think for a very small scale gunpla, it's not really that bad. It's just you have to do a lot of, you know, black repaint, so you can easily buy a marker, or you can buy, or you can fancier, and then you can buy a spray paint to do it. But, you know, my suggestion is, if you don't want to, you know, repaint it very detailedly, you can just use a marker, you know, just take some time, fill it up. Next up, we got the wings at the back. So it's attached to the backpack. So first it can move 90 degrees, and then there's a joint in there. It's very easy to pop out, so you have to be careful. It is a ball joint, so it can slightly move up and slightly move down, so don't expect too much. And the wings can be opened, and as you can see, it will come like this. And if we turn it to the back, if I show you, if we turn it to the back, you can see there's details in the wings, so make sure you do those panel linings. So look closely, there's details in the wings, so be sure to do the panel line as well in that part. And also the part that I don't like, the part that I don't like a bit is the wings is pretty easy to pop out, and I don't really like that. The yellow part, unfortunately, the yellow part of the wings is a sticker, but it's okay. The sticker is pretty easy to apply. It's not going to be, very ugly or, very hard to put it on. So, I can still accept about that. As long as it's not being crumpy or, very hard to put it on, I'm fine with these stickers. As long as it's fit and it don't, popping out randomly. Next up, let's introduce the accessories. So first we got a pair of beam saber, but this beam saber is not really that tight though. It's very easy to pull out. As you can see, I didn't even use anything and then it just pop out. So I have a little bit concern about this. So when you're posting, so you might find when you're posting, the beam sabers keep popping out, the effect parts keep popping out because the joint to put the effect parts is actually pretty loose. So you might want to be careful when you messing around or posting around. So the next up, we got a shield. This time the shield, they did a good job. They actually re-engineered the part in the anime when the Wing Gundam Zero pop the shield out to do the close combat. And I do realize I forgot to wipe the panel lining here. I will do it off video, okay? And overall, it's not really that surprising. The red part of the shield here is a sticker, and then the green part of the bird head is a sticker as well. Next up, we got a buster rifle. So the handles, you can actually flip it up and close it, and then just like in the anime, they can be going together like this. Just simply, there's a joint on it, and then you can just put them together and then separate them whenever you want. And then next up, for the transformation part during the feet, it's not movable. So Bandai give you a extra pair of fixed feet for the MA mode. So I will show you later how do you put it on, and I will show you later what part do you need to take it off in order to do the full transformation. But the part that I actually pretty disappointing is that the feet, they didn't came with transformation part. They came with a fixed part. I wish they give a extra joint on the gunpla so I can do the transformation without ripping everything off from the body, but unfortunately that's not possible. Anyways, not gonna talk too much. Let's move forward to the Neo Bird mode. So now let's do a quick demonstration on how to do the Neo Bird mode. So first you need to turn the head all the way back here, and then you need to turn the whole body back as well. So now that's the first part of transformation. You will get something like this, and then what you need to do is you put down the shoulders. Just simply doing like this, you put down the shoulders like this, and then keep the hand like the same, and then now you open up the feet right here. You open up the feet right here, and then you pull out the whole joint of the feet. So be careful when you're pulling it out because you don't want to damage the parts. Oh, move the camera, and then you just basically put it back in like this. So where's the part? So now you should have something like this. You put it in with the joint, and then now you should have something like this. So the whole feet transformation is being done, and then now what we have to do, we just have to relocate the feet. So we just have to do simply just move up the spot, move up a bit, just move up the upper part of the feet. So you just do it like this, reposition it, and that's pretty much it. And then next we need to open up the wings. Remember, don't open too much because it's gonna pop the joint. And then now we just have to move it to the side like this. So now move down 90 degrees, and then you use the joint in it, and then you move it up again, and then you should have something like this. It's pretty much like this. Oops, as I said before, it's a ball joint, so it's pretty easy to pop out. So make sure you have to know that which part of the angle is the limit that you can twist, and then you now have something like this. And then what next part is we need to remove the handle from the shield. Oh, actually we don't have to remove it, we just have to flip it up. We just have to flip it up like this, and then now put the buster cannon at the side. That's a joint at the back of there's a joint at the back of the rifle, and you just have to put it in like this. and then you should have something like this. The bird head is being completed. And then now, whoa. And then now, remember there's a joint in here. You're going it on the backpack here. And then basically you just have to plug it in. Just give me a minute. And now the neo bird mold is being completed. And it's pretty long, so I can't really show it on the camera. It's pretty long, and I don't like the burst rifle. The burst rifle is keep popping out from the shield. This is the part that I don't like, but it's okay. We made it. So now we have something like this. So this is a neo bird mode, and the two beam sabers, nowhere to store. This is not the Horno version. The Horno version, the beam saber is stored in the shield, but unfortunately in this gunpla, the beam sabers have nowhere to be stored. And then now you have the neo bird mode like this. So that's pretty much it. Anyway guys, this is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop a like on my videos and subscribe to my channel as well. I honestly think it is a pretty good XG, although there's some part that you need to repaint it, although there's, you know, some kind of articulation. It's not articulation problem, it's kind of like the stability of the MA, but it's fine. We can deal with it. And I honestly think though, if you're looking forward to, you know, a very small scale and then a lot of detail, I honestly will recommend you this one, because don't look at it as a very small gunpla. It actually got a lot of panel lines that on the gunpla for you to do it. So if you're someone that love a small scale and, you know, love a lot of details on a gunpla, so I will pretty much recommend you to buy this one to have fun with it. And it is pretty simple and it is pretty easy to build, so it's not going to take you a lot of times, or you know, it's going to take you a lot of effort to build it. You can do it slowly, and then it's pretty simple and pretty quick, so it's good for beginners as well. Anyways, this is it, and you know, I will see you guys in another gunpla review, and be sure to drop a like on my videos and subscribe to my channel for more contents, and I will see you guys next time in another video. Goodbye.